So as we can see, guys, just go to the page number 40. So in the document, what I shared to you. So let's discuss about what is the VRR. See, we can see configure one virtual router IP address for the virtual routers. If the see if you want, you can record, guys. I think you people started recording. It's good, guys. What are the things? It just go through the videos, guys. Okay. So guys. So as per your job perspective, so the most important thing is the verifications. So what are the things has been configured in the any data center fabric? The devices are exist in data center. We should have the knowledge about like what are the things we are going to check, right? So that's the reasons like I'm going back to the again like what are the basic configurations we can check in data center switches. So now come to the recent guys. So what is VRR? VRR. Okay, virtual routing redundancy protocols. As I told you before yesterday, guys. Okay, where we are going to create your one common IP address for the both the devices. Okay, if one of the devices links go down, so that it will take the traffic to the another device. So this IP address is common for the both the switches. That's the reasons we'll call it as a virtual routing redundancy protocol. Okay, so admin, yeah. So can you able to log in now? So let's start with the configuration, guys. So let's check show. So here is not IP address, guys. Show interface brief directly. You can see these are the things yesterday we did, right? So we have made some trunk link in this and all the things. Okay, and we made some basic configurations to check the VLANs as well. These are list of ports. So we have done yesterday. Okay, so now what I'm going to do now. So just I want to check is there any trunk link. Show interface trunk. So as you can see, so this Ethernet 2/1. Okay, so this guy is a trunk link. For which VLAN? Say 1, 10, 20, 30 to 33 and 43. Right? So these are the ports like where even we have created a loopback as well yesterday. Okay. So what else we have done? Let's show VLAN brief. Okay, so these are the list of ports yesterday we did. So we have given the name, we have created some VLANs, then we assign the ports because I have noticed yesterday once we make the trunk link allow VLAN all, so it has become common for all. I have noticed here. So this trunk link is also allocated for this all VLANs. So now guys, most of the job means you want to remove the trunk link. Okay, so you want to give the trunk link only for the specific VLANs. So how can I do, guys? So right now the trunk link, okay, your ETH 2/1 port. Okay, so we can see it is applied to all the VLANs. I don't want that. I want only for the VLAN 10 and 20 to be carried my VLAN traffic to the another switch. How do I do that? Before we go for the VRF, because as per this thing, guys, so most of your job things we need to verification and is very important for you. Guys, are you there?
Yes, Taj.
So please can you tell me?
Allow VLAN instead of all, we should give the VLANs, VLAN 10 and 20. What do you want to?
Okay, so first I should remove it. So how do I remove Sonu?
No.
So go to global configuration mode, then
switch code. You have to go to the. You have to take that interface.
Okay, so ETH 2/1. Okay, then
you should give no
switch port.
Switch port trunk.
Okay, trunk.
Allow to all.
Hello.
All.
VLAN. What I should do? He's asking to give the VLAN ID or add. So what I should do?
Use the default VLAN ID.
No, I want to remove. See, this is the ports which is allocated automatically. When you make the trunk link, yesterday we have given. Suppose if you check show running configurations, I think removed VLAN. I think it has been removed. Okay, then show run. As we can see, allowed we can Ethernet for this all 48 ports. Let me check this. Okay, so you can see we have made this as a trunk link, right? So now if you check show VLAN brief, so still it exists. You want me to write this? Copy running configuration to startup configurations. So still is showing. So how do I remove that? Interface ETH 22/1. Okay. No switch port. Okay. No switch port. Trunk. So what I should do, guys? No switch port. Trunk. Then if you give pruning for the VLAN, so which are the VLANs I can give apart from 2 and 10. So I want to give which are the VLANs we want to remove.
30.
30. I want to 30, 31, 32, 33. 31, 32, 33. Service not enabled. Okay, to use the pruning, so we should enable. Sure. You can see pruning.
Sir, no switch port ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣನೇ ಅದು ports delete ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ?
No, it will be there, Dishita, because yesterday we have saved it. Do you remember? So it will be there in the flash, right? As you can see, the previous error what it was showing. So it was showing that the error message what it was showing.
Sir, you check that now.
Which one?
If it got deleted or not.
So can we? What we have to? Can we remove the trunk link? like interface E2/1. Okay, no switch port trunk. No switch port trunk. Okay, then again pruning also is not working. We'll see for the VLAN. So VLAN say 30. Service not enabled. Okay, how do we enable this service?
Check once, no, whether it is rated or not.
Whether
Whether that I think it will be deleted now. Frankly, just check once.
show VLAN brief. Yes. Alright, so we have not enabled this in features for this one pruning. So it's not required, but still asking to enable. So we have removed this node trunk link now. So now I want to give trunk link for E2/1 only for the VLAN 10 and 20. For these two VLANs, I want to make trunk link. So how do I do that? Right now it has assigned some ports. Okay, and see for default 2/3. The first 2/3, okay, it is the default VLAN 1, native VLAN. Remember guys, the VLAN 2/3, it is for native VLAN. There is VLAN 1, which is default VLAN. Okay, 2/2, Ethernet 2/2, okay, it has not assigned any ports yet. So we have used, okay, only fourth Ethernet ETH4 series ports for these RU solutions. Okay, for same for your NTT VLANs. Fine. So for E2/1, I want to make this trunk link only for VLAN 10 and 20. So how do I do that? It's a very good sono. So that says that I think you are following these training sessions, you are taking the advantage. It's very good to know. Fine. So how do you do sono now? So I want to make this E2/1 a trunk link only for 10 and 20 VLAN.
So we should go to that interface.
Okay, interface Ethernet 2/1,
Switch port.
then switch port.
That's it. First we
Okay,
should enable that switch port, sir.
see mode command will not work here. Okay, switch port trunk.
Sir, we should enable switch port and then we should give that command switch port mode trunk.
So what I should enable?
Only switch port.
Okay, switch port. Okay, then
Switch
switch
port mode
port
trunk.
mode. Very good, Dikshita. Okay, then next.
Switch port trunk allowed VLAN 10 and 20.
So first we have to make the trunk. Okay, then switch port trunk, then
Allowed
VLAN. So
10.
this VLAN, all are you want to add. So I want to give
Add.
only for 10 and 20.
Yes, sir.
Understood? Dikshita,
Yes, sir.
it's clear, right? And this is the job, guys, where whenever if you got such type of data center project, okay, or if you have got the opportunity to have the hands-on, to have the access for the data center switches, especially Cisco Nexus switches, especially. So where you can play around. So these are the commands is is very important. Okay, it makes sense. Okay, so now we check the cross verifications. Show VLAN brief. Right. So now these two interfaces. So what we assigned, it has become the trunk link. Fine, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I want to give the IP address for management. Okay. So it should be the in same network. How you connect from router to router, right? It should be in the same network. You can see right in the topology. Okay. So where we can see, so this management interface, I want to give the IP address. Okay. So how do I give this IP address? Interface. Okay. Management 0. Okay. So give this IP address as 10.1.1.1 and give the mask. So I will give 2.0.0.0. Okay. Give notion. Fine. If you check show interface management 0, so we can see, so we have assigned the IP address, which is your class EIP address. Okay, the interface is up. Okay, so same thing for other switches, management 0. So I'm going to do 10.1.1.2. Okay, let's do that. Still I have not opened this switch. Okay, so I can able to log in this. Let's increase the font size. Okay, so same thing, just I will change the switch name. Okay. Nexus switch 2. This is my Nexus switch 2. Okay. So let's go to management interface 0. I'll do IP address 10.1.1.2. Okay. This is my class B IP address. Okay. So let's check show interface management 0. Okay. So this has come up. So you can see it has been come up. We have an IP address and interfaces is up. Okay. So as per this thing means technically, so it should ping 10.1.1.1 to my switch 1. Okay. So so here we should configure here routing protocol. So then only we can able to ping it. It's giving no routes. Okay. Timeout. Right. Package has been lost.
So, but it is in same network, no, sir.
Until unless you configure the any routing protocol or VRF, so then only it's going to ping it. Otherwise, no. So it's not directly connected because So here the reason here is, so data center switches we can create VDC. So each VDC has got their own different network. If you give the different IP address, same IP address also it will not allow. If it is the same directly connected. Suppose if you check from other switch, from this switch to that PC, which I have given IP address 10.1.1.2. Okay, so you can see, so even though they are directly connected, so it's not allow you to ping. Okay. The management IP address, even though it is directly connected. So what if you give the IP address for other interface? Can you check that? Say example, so as per these things, 2/3 and 2/3, both is directly connected. So we will check for just for your reference, guys. So I will give the different network. Okay, I will give this is belongs to your, suppose before you check, okay, show VLAN brief, okay, 2/3, it is belongs to your VLAN 1, and same thing for other side. If you check here also, show VLAN, so here it's not assigned any ports, right? Even if you check show interface management 0, so it will show you the IP address, right? IP address has been assigned, the link is up, okay, but still it is not assigned any this thing IP address. Okay, so what we have to do, first assign that port to the VLAN 1. So it's not like that your catalyst switches, all the ports are existing VLAN 1. You can see the previous command what I used, so it's not showing any ports, right? So how we can check the ports now? Show interface brief. It will show you the list of the this in commands. So we can see the management IP address is up. Okay, the speed is 100, MTU is 1500. It will show you all the things. But okay, until unless you issue the command, so it will not become the VLAN specific VLANs. So what we have to do? So configure terminal. Okay, your interface if 2/3, right? 2/3. Okay, then take switch port mode access. Take switch port access VLAN 1. Okay, do no shut. So now you check that port has become the part of your VLAN 1. Okay, so same thing. So because for management also can we put for the VLAN 1. So what I'm going to do, just give the IP address for both the interface. Okay, for this interface first. Okay, I will give the IP address for this one. So go to configuration mode. Okay, so guys, can we give the IP address for this interface? Can we give? Because it is a switch port, right? We have given the switch port, right? So to whom I can give the IP address?
VLAN.
Yes, for the VLAN interface VLAN 1. Okay, why is showing that invalid interface? Okay, interface. Okay, Ethernet, loopback, management, or port channel. Right, is asking to give the IP address for the management. For the management already we have given. So you know that it is two ports we have connected. So what we can do, so we can give the IP address for your VLAN 10. Okay, for your, because here we have not created any VLANs, right? So let's create the VLAN. So VLAN 10. Okay, so name I will give same name, so that will not have any confusion. Okay, then I will create one more VLAN 20. Okay, name I will give NTP. Okay, so now we do no shut. So what we should do next now?
Assign the ports.
Okay, so same port will assign. Here also we will take the same like trunk link port. Okay, so let's take this, because Both switches are same, guys. I'm using the same ports from switch 2 as well. Okay. So how to take that interface Ethernet, okay, 4/ from I think 41 to 45. 41 to 45 uh, belongs to which VLAN? VLAN 10, right? Switch port mode access. Okay, request configure is, what is this other? Not allowed. P 41 to 41.
Sir, we should enable switch port first.
Yes, yes. Switch port, mode access. Yes, good. Okay, then switch port access for the which VLAN will assign? From a VLAN 10, right? Okay, so same thing from other switch, that is interface this time 46, ETH 4, 46, 47 and 48, 3 interface. Okay, Ethernet ETH 4/46 to 48. So these 3 ports, okay, 46, 47, 48. So 3 ports, I want to make it as a access port for the VLAN 20. Switch port mode access, switch port access, okay, for my VLAN 20. Okay, done. So do no shut. So exit, show VLANs. Okay, so it's look like similar, right? Both the sides. Any difference? Can you see?
We haven't assigned 2/1 port.
Which one?
2/1 port.
Okay, 2/1 is what? What kind of port it is?
I don't know, sir.
What Dikshita? Is a trunk port, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yes, sir.
See,
Sir, here we haven't made that as trunk link.
yes, yes, yes. Now we have to make the trunk link. So here it is connected, right? 2/1, 2/n, both the same port, right? So now we have to make the trunk link for that port. Okay. So how to do that? Go to interface. Okay. E2/1. Okay. Switch port mode trunk. Okay. Switch port trunk allow VLAN. Okay, so if you type allow VLANs, it asks you to specifically we can add. So right now we'll add only for 10 and 20. Right? Just do no shut. So we'll see. Show VLAN. So now we can see, right? The 2 ports what we have done, now it is we can able to see this all in the interface. Right. Now you can see show interface trunk. You can see, so Ethernet, this is the only one trunk link we have made, okay, for the VLAN 10 and 20. Okay, so can we check the spanning tree? Show span. You can see who is the root bridge. Your switch 2 is the root bridge. You can see, right? Your switch 2 is your root bridge. As we can notice here, so this is the priority. So now if we check for other things, we'll see that one as well. See, the port 2/1 is designated port and priority is 128. It is a point to point. Type is point to point. Okay. For the VLAN 20, okay, the cost is 4. You know that this is very important, guys. By RSTP by default will work in all the switches, guys. Please remember this. Okay, RSTP means the rapid spanning tree protocol. So we have to remember this. Okay. So now this is 2/1 is the root port. That's the reason it has become the root bridge. Fine. So let's check with this why this guy has not become the root bridge. Okay. So spanning. You can see, right? So this guy, the root bridge for the VLAN 10, and for the VLAN 20, it is not the root bridge. It's showing the root bridge because the cost is same. Because as you know that there is no election process is happening here because these Nexus switches act as an independent root bridge by default. Even the cost is same, both the switches you can see, the cost is same, the priority bit also same, right? You can see. Okay, so whether you can go manually assign whichever you want the root bridge, or it's depending upon your requirement. You can select the switch manually also. We can assign. You know, right? How to configure the spanning tree. I want to make the root bridge for my switch 1. So how do I configure? Anybody remember, guys? Switching concept.
Which one now? VLAN, no, sir.
No, I want to make this switch 1 as my root bridge.
Spanning tree.
Okay, spanning tree.
VLAN 1 root primary.
VLAN
1
1.
root primary. Root
Root
primary.
primary. Then for this switch, what I should configure? Spanning tree VLAN 1 root secondary. Right. Now if you check, still is showing. What we have to do? Copy running to startup configurations. The same thing here. Copy running to startup configuration. So obviously this guy has become the root bridge. So let's check this one. So still is showing the root bridge. So as I told you guys, even though if you configure, so this is, as you know, it is a virtual device. That's the reason it's showing some this thing. Still it is showing the root bridge. You can see, right, for the VLAN priority 1. See for the whereas the VLAN 10, so it's not showing, right? Can you see? Let's check for the VLAN 20. For the VLAN 20 also, it's not showing the this one. So let's check this guy. Show spanning tree root. Okay, see 10 and 20 is a bridge root. So let's check this guy here. Show spanning tree roots. Okay, so we can see the one is the root bridge here, not these two. They are showing just interface. Can you see, guys? Just showing the interface name. Okay, because after saving, then only it will take the new updates. This is logic behind like how the Nexus behavior will change. So immediately it will not change. So until unless you save the your running configurations, then only it will take the updates. So whereas the category switches, the moment you have given switch port, your spanning tree, and give root primary, root secondary, okay, so literally it will change immediately. So even without saving. So here until until you save, it doesn't show the any updates. You can see the priority also changed. It has become less. Lowest is became your root bridge. For this switch 2, okay, VLAN 0 is a root bridge, and these two are not the root bridge. Here we can see for the VLAN 10 and 20, so these people became the root bridge. Okay.
So do we need to configure PVST here?
Now we can configure PVST, no issues. We can configure. You can see the spanning tree. We have MST is there. We can configure because per VLAN spanning tree, advance of the per VLAN spanning tree is your RSTP and MST. Multiple spanning tree configuration. You can configure MST. MST configurations you can configure. Okay, so if you take to the MST one, if you check question mark here, so we can create the instance here. We can create instance. We can give the MST ID. Okay, with this 4094 0 to 4094. So here we can give the instance. Because per VLAN spanning tree is a very few people organizations they have configured. So now instead of this one, because for every VLAN is here still the spanning tree is running. So where it consumes the bandwidth of the links when the two switches are connected with each other. Okay, so this is the reason like why they have removed the PVST. So again they have come up with the solution PVST plus. Then they have come up with the this is the MST. Okay, so as per the requirement we have done with the lab this also. So if you check, let me show you the show spanning tree. Show spanning tree summary. Active VLAN 2, load disable, code by default, bridge assurance enabled. You can see show spanning tree details. Yes. You can see this all details of how the spanning tree is going to work. So as I told you guys, VLAN and executed the rapid spanning tree protocol, compatible spanning tree protocol. So bridge identifier with the priority 32768. Okay, same thing for other things also we can see for the other VLAN 20. For VLAN 20, so these all things we can able to see. And same thing your other side. Right? So if you check show interface trunk here, show interface trunk. Okay, so it's showing it has become the your trunk link. So can you be able to ping now? Can you check 10.1.1.1 to other PC? So still start pinging. Because the management IP address which I have given is speeds up. So if you check show interface management 0, okay, the interface is up. Okay, the interface is up. So how we are going to configure this? So I should be able to ping these two network. Even if I check from this side, so ping 10.1.1.2, okay, so even I can't reach it. Is it I need to configure any default route, IP route? /0. Okay, so go via 10.1.1. Can I able to ping now? No, because still they have not become the pairing. Because when you want to communicate with each other, then you have to make it pair. Fine. So we'll do that. Okay. So before giving this guys, just I want to give any one of you guys to configure this nexus, because you feel like data center devices you have access, right? So anybody interested to do this lab, just create another two VLANs and assign the ports to the both the switches, okay, and make any one of the trial click. Or just you can give any IP address for this thing. Management I have given it. If anybody interested to access, I will give.
Sir, I will do.
You will do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, Diksha. So I have given the access to you. Can you check now? Yes. So create two VLANs for the both the switches. I think you create 30 and 40. I think for the both the switches and other the ports. First go to CON. Configure. Yes. Give any name. Yes. Okay, fine, good. Idea. Okay, good. You are in VLAN now. Is it all guys watching? Dikshita is doing lab, guys. All are there or just you are in pantry? You are
Yes,
in
Taj,
V.
we are here.
Where is Mr. Pranav?
Taj, I'm here.
Okay. I thought you're quite busy with. See how the selection of the port, how Dikshita is analyzing. See, even she studied the ports available for this data center switch. So if you feel more interesting, guys, so if you have the access, right? So the access is fast, right? Dikshita, you are feeling any slow from your side?
No, sir.
No, right? So let me check. Just I will have the water and come, guys. If you don't mind, can I drink water, guys?
Yes, Taj, please.
Okay, thank you. So yes. Just 2 minutes, guys. Guys, the next task is, guys, I'm back. The next task is, guys,
Yes, sir.
what are the things configured? What are the things configured on both the switches? This is the job, guys. We should play with the data center devices. If you got such opportunity to work, so we people will be very lucky. Okay. The next job will be, I want any one of the guy or any persons to remove this all configurations, okay, with 10 minutes time, so that I will explain about your VRF and will configure the OSPF.
Sir, ಮತ್ತೆ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ?
After removing this all configuration, but make sure you should not reboot. Reboot means everything be erased. I don't want to do that. Rebooting is a very, very critical in any organizations. Remember, guys, these Nexus switches, most of the organizations, they are using in the core in their network infrastructure, guys. And layer 2 and layer 3, they are using different switches. They might be using HP switches, Dell switches, or any IBM switches, or Huawei switches. But in the core, most of the organizations, they use only Cisco switches. Because I have visited many data centers, so in many countries, they are using in the core, they are using always Cisco data center switches, that is Nexus switches. So what are the things we are doing? Okay, so you will be, most probably you will be having access for the such devices. I want any one of the
Sir,
guys to remove
if
this
we
all.
remove,
Okay, who is going
sir,
to?
if we remove VLAN, this port will also remove, right? What we assigned.
Yes, everything has to be removed. Remove the port number you assigned for the VLAN, then remove the VLANs, remove the trunk link for the both the switches. Okay, so then I will take access, then I will start configuring VRF and OSPF configurations. Only 4 file line configuration, guys. Who will do?
That one doubt.
Sir, I'll do.
Taj, if you remove the VLAN, everything will go right.
Yes, yes.
Only if you remove VLAN, every other configuration by default will go right. Trunk.
First, we have to remove the ports.
Then only we can remove the VLAN.
Yes, it will remove, but the again, if you create the VLAN, because it is tagged, that port number will be tagged with that VLAN, right? Right.
Okay.
Suppose if you this is a show VLAN brief, type show VLAN brief. So as Dikshita has done, she has created a 30 and 40 VLANs with the name IBM and entity data, and she has assigned some ports. Okay, and check with the switch 1 now. Next is switch 1. So who will do this next lab? Now removing is very important, guys. The creating we can do it. Removing is you must know the both the things, how to create. Then only you can able to remove it. So removing who will do?
Sir, we'll remove, sir. I and Sonu will do.
Any other side from this side, my right side, people. Vishnu, Pranav, Rida, Rufaya, Pavitra,
Because I'm
Preeti,
I'm
Risha,
figuring
Rahul.
out how you remove. So I will look at them remove and then after that we'll do.
Okay, first we'll see how they will remove, then we'll do removing. So no, you just remove for the switch 1. First, I'll give just 5 minutes time to remove these all configurations. Remove the switches port assigned, then remove the VLANs, remove your trunk link. Your time starts now. Who is doing? Dikshita or Sonu?
Sonu, sir.
Yes, Sonu. Sonu, fast. You want me to give the access, Sonu?
I'll do your side.
Sir, he is doing in my laptop only.
Okay, no issues. Sonu, this is very important job. Not only in the data center switch, even for the firewall. Interface int. Why again? This is your trunk link, right? What about this one, Pavitra, Rukhaya, Preeti, are you there?
Doing it.
Just on your camera, guys. Just I want to see. Okay, I can see Preeti, Anjali. Okay. What about the today? Aishwarya, Poonam, they have come. Sharanya.
So Poonam is doing work from home.
But she must join, right?
I'm there, sir.
Okay, you joined from your home.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. What about Sharanya?
Sir, I'm there, sir. Camera on.
Okay. Today you are on time on the office. Like today you came in. Fast, Sono, fast. I think you have fast access, right?
ಹೇಳು ಹಂಗೆ ಹೇಳು.
ಸರ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಲೋ ಇದೆ ಸರ್.
Okay.
Raj, instead of like going for every Ethernet port, can we remove it with a single command or something?
Select the range. Sono, select the range. Okay. Then no switch port access. Yes, 41 to 45. No, 45. First 1 VLAN. For the VLAN 10, 41 to 45 is assigned for the VLAN this thing. No switch port, no switch port access. Yes. Then 47, 6 to 48. Wait, okay. Guys, as I told you guys, switching job will be more rather than routing, guys. That's the reason I'm giving this access. Just to play around the data center switches. Switch port mode access. Request configuration change not allowed. So now you check show interface, show VLAN brief. Okay, then IBM also you just remove it, IBM one. Bruno, can you do it for Nexus second switch?
Yes, touch, but connectivity is super slow.
No issues.
I'll do it in Dikshita's laptop only.
If you want, I will give access, Bruno, if you want to do it.
No, I'll go and do it in Dikshita's laptop.
You understood, right? How to remove? Bruno?
Sir, Taj, it's me.
Yes. Yes, Bruno, you can go ahead. Who is doing? Dikshita or
Taj,
Pranav?
it's me. Pranav, Taj, Pranav.
So can you on the camera? Okay. Why, Pranav, you are getting shy? You're playing with the camera?
No, I pressed enter here. Something else happened.
Play with the Nexus, which is. We have to give 3/-5 Pranav.
Taj, there's no 4. It'll become range, no then.
Not no need to give the range here. For the catalyst switch, we have to give the range. Because already we entered now, we can see the IF range, right? You already entered.
Correct, Taj.
Yes, perfect.
ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಅಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ E2/2ಗೆ ಅದು ಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಏನ್ ಸರ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ
For which interface?
E2/2
It is down, it is going down, right?
but I have assigned sir
Let me check.
Here also I have assigned.
So it has created on subinterface 11.1.
ಸರ್ ಅದ್ ನೀವ್ ನೆನ್ನೆ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು.
Yes, yes. How to remove that? Yeah, perfect.
ಸರ್
Take my control now. Okay. So I will take control to now. Okay. Now that, so as you can see, everything is removed now. Okay. Show interface brief. Okay. So everything has been look like the fresh things. Only just thing is we have to do the tool loop back. Okay. And VLAN 1 and 30 is available now. Okay. We check the show VLAN. So we can see just we have the only VLANs. The same thing for either side. We check show VLAN brief. Just we have brief. Yes, we have the VLANs. So now we'll configure that VRF.
Sir, sir, excuse me, sir. Sir, can we take a break, sir?
Who is that?
11:45. Rida, sir.
Rita. Okay. You want break?
Yeah, sir.
So how many of them don't want? Can you raise the hand? Only one guy. Only Sono don't want break.
No, sir, by miss.
Okay. Okay, guys. You stop the recording, guys. Then you take just 15 minutes break. Then we'll come back. We'll do your VRF.